I think you'll do well to make it work, to be honest with you.
Are they prepared?
We'll see.
Did they expect this to be the pick from PRX? And then, of course, the
I think it just adds too much to your play.
Right, ban. Now
And I also think the teams already have a very full play with agents, new maps, binds getting switched for Icebox midway through.
Yeah, well, they need to have a better
like I think there's too much they have to do. You have to
no
change up your own
returning
stuff,
or
or if you don't, you're gonna get K-corped. Like, there's too much that you have to do. So yeah, 6-person roster just adds to it, in my opinion. But this might be the slow progression of potentially booting it out, or they try 6-person roster, who knows. Okay, T1 on defense, PRX on attack.
And then succeeding once that said thing was forced. We now go to map 1 here. It does seem like PRX is going to collect over here just outside of A. We did see Saya play a spot that and then run back in. And it's going to be PRX with a mad dash coming through.
Oh, Forsaken.
Oh my god.
Stuck here. Oh, but actually, the
for God's sake. Well,
beautifully done. Able to sandbag
that's
the
ridiculous.
there. They're going to bounce back around, but they're not giving up on A just yet.
What? Oh, okay, it wasn't him. Dude, yeah, he's just... It's like he's never spent. It's like he didn't spend a map away from duelist. That's what that felt like.
I mean, they know where each other are.
Okay, nicely done. Frenzies did great. Saya player obviously winning out the first duel was everything.
Simply because of that, the aiming
yeah.
forces had to shift over to Sans.
It was a very interesting and scrappy round 1. I 100% agree with you, William. The fact that he was able to get that kill up in heaven and then use the smoke to basically make a lot of discomfort and try to come in through that side of A. PRX tries to come in.
10-person roster like that? Nah, I mean, I get the idea, but it's just not worth. It doesn't change enough that you should be having a 10-person roster. The only good thing for a 10-person roster is you can prac exactly what you want to prac against, right? You know you're going against PRX, you can make the other 5 play this exact comp. Like, that's the only benefit. Your practices are like the most perfect thing ever.
He sees him.
Yeah, beautifully done, Munchkin. A lot of patience exhibited there.
In terms of how they're handling this, just straight up Spectres, straight up a lot of armor. Nicely handled. Carpe getting a lot of kills as well. Can have his ult soon.
Yeah, Carpe, I'm sure he's got a lot of frustration pent up after map 1. I believe he got 0 kills against something.
Oh, is that right?
Oh
Yeah,
boy. If PRX get banged out on this map, I can only imagine what the forums and just all of the people are going to be saying.
Yeah, Munchkin very smart though, baited out the shots.
That's also another issue with the 6-person roster.
Really is important with that
Like, there's so many people just jump to conclusions real fast.
And so here we go to map 3. Now this is, round 3.
People are not afraid to share their opinion on stuff. Okay. Let's see. First bite. Important round. Bonus, like we said, they only lost 1 person, so we get a frenzy on top of this. He's so crazy. So crazy. There's a really nice stunts. Really good from him. The X-Tech on A main is kind of disgusting. I don't know where he stands and not get stunned in terms of over here.
Gaining some information. Well,
the pushing's pretty good, but Zayd is there with an answer. Mindfree takes him
nice
out.
trade back. I'm surprised. He did so much damage as well. Oh, this is...
God.
Yeah,
can Munchkin pick up one of these guns? No.
Okay, it's a 3v1. What's the worst that could happen? Mindfreak could die. He's very low, but
sure.
Now surely you just go for the plant. The turret should spot him.
Yeah, this is kind of impossible here for Munchkin. All right, now he gives away his position, and unfortunately,
that was unlucky. Get himself a nice try.
You know, if he could get a kill, if he could force PRX to buy another weapon here in round 4, that would be great, but not going to
nice
happen.
Shot.
A shot to the dome, Munchkin's out, PRX
good damage though from the bonus, right? Two rebuys of guns, 2 armor rebuys as well. Pretty good. Now we get into the important rounds.
To try to make something happen here on round 4. I mean, this could have been disastrous if they all just kept rushing in for the trades, but eventually they wait for Devi, and Devi will clean up the round.
I mean, yeah, public forums are just like that in general for a lot of stuff, so it's always going to be the Wild West. You just gotta treat it like it's a comedy thing. That's the best way to do it. Just treat it like it's a bit of comedy. Treat it like everyone's trolling, because if you think they're being real, you might lose your mind sometimes.
Okay, so they changed these positions because they want to be able to escape out of A main because of the speed that PRX has been striking it with. But Bob's not going to get a chance.
Kill. That is a huge kill. I need to build this round up a little bit because it is actually huge in terms of the economy here.
I mean,
So
once again, they don't have to, but they do
PRX
have
can
Jin
keep
who can
this
just
one
fly
clean.
across the entire site.
They're going to have a
Well,
lot
he
of
got
money
it
going into
undetected for a
this.
second, but it's too
Yeah,
late.
just out in the open here.
Mindfreak
Nice
takes out
trades.
Saya
Damn, their A
and,
hit at the moment
Zeta
looks
here.
strong. And
I mean,
the brim just makes so much sense, right? The brim makes so much sense for them, just being able to smoke off 3 positions at once, or in this case it was just 2. But
Yeah,
it just makes so much sense for just the faster
They still
hits
have that
like
orbital
that.
strike. They still have.
This was nice though. I like
1 point
this.
away from the lockdown. They've kept their weapons. Things are looking good after the initial 2 rounds, going T1's way. So PRX very happy with what they've got. Meanwhile, while Carpe does finish his ultimate, it's going to be an eco for T1. So curious to see what
There's
their
a savage
eco
in my
play
space.
is.
Dude,
Again,
I was
we always talk about,
not that I was toxic on
what
like
the
MySpace
ecos
or something,
can
but
do here.
definitely
What
in
kind
game
of
I was
benefits
relatively
gain?
toxic.
And T1
Those days
on
are long
Fracture,
gone.
there are a lot of
But
options, right?
yeah,
There
I used to
are
type a lot
4 ult
for
orbs.
sure.
To try to get at least 1, maybe 2, and looks like that's what they're trying to do here. Get control of Dish and Arcade and collect the ult orbs you can. Saya dying.
Okay, in terms of this, good chance to stack up a lot of money.
Should be, yep. On Arcade, we're seeing on the minimap, Zeta picks up an ult orb, so even if he dies, he'll have his Rolling Thunder. So T1's preparing everything for the coming round so that they can get the tempo back. They're not trying to win this round, they're just trying to set up for the future ones.
Yeah, we'll see if they get any picks. Maybe a small victory within the round loss itself. I don't know that PRX is going to give it to him, though. Just forces him out. Yeah. Beautifully done. Forsaken gets that kill. Bond is now out of the picture.
They look really good.
Oh,
dude. Oh my goodness. Okay, nicely done.
These little victories are beginning
Yeah,
to come for T1.
Mindfreak's just so fine here to take this.
The lurk here from Mindfreak.
Why are
is
PRX? How come
picked
PRX right
up
now
PRX,
are just
but
making
as you were
maps
saying,
look like
William,
this?
Round 6 is really
They're
the one
just
that's more
splitting
important.
maps in
Yeah,
half.
I mean,
I've only
T1,
seen the A
look
site.
at their ultimates, right?
On Pearl, I only saw the B site. At the moment, I've only seen the A site.
Where they're able to
So the whole game
back,
plan the whole
especially
time
because
is just like
PRX
very
also
old school
has 3 of their
G2
own
of just
ultimates ready
to
for
smash
the
this
next
site
match.
all the time.
T1, it's going to come down to how they can trade that utility. Mindfreak starting to get back into form. We've talked about it both on the desk and the cast. Mindfreak has been someone who had such a good
Is this the round they
performance
play
last year
off
on
it?
their run in Masters
see.
Copenhagen, and then has since
They got a lot of ults, right? It could be a real simple game plan of just no ults, we go A, ults, we go B. Keep an eye on Killjoy. Killjoy can go underpass. In terms of T1, they have planned for this, though. They're very aware that most likely this is going to happen. They're going to have an ult here. So we're going to see an ult fake, and then we're actually going to go over towards the A side. Potentially, it's looking like. We'll see.
He doesn't need to get the
big
kill, though,
info.
because there's the fault line.
Oh,
There's the
that
push
was
out from
nice.
Munchkin.
Ah,
Oh,
I
he
didn't
doesn't
see
know
the
about
other one.
third.
Yeah, he
But
thought he had a
the
clear,
whole idea of this round
again,
with the
it's pretty
fake
nice
has just
to
been
pick up those 2
completely
kills,
sussed out, so this is going to be interesting.
Okay, he needs to go back there and get that. He does nab that.
This was nice though, nice stun. It was a cool setup, right? With early contact, then you had the stun on top of this, and then we just swung into it. It was great.
The big thing is the lockdown was used to try to fake out B, but then instantly the fight happens on satellite, so the lockdown wasted from Divide. T1 already knows that this is a potential
The
strike.
PRX IGL, in theory, is Benkai. Obviously, for last map, Benkai was out, and most likely it was Divide. I imagine in the interview we'll be able to find out after what's actually going on.
This is a round that really could go either way. Now 2-4 here. Zeta takes Mindfreak out.
How many of these ults do they want to use to secure it? They have one more smoke to block this off as well if they want to. That's one ult to secure this. Nice shot from Zeta. We can re-smoke this. I think it might have... Oh,
he's just trying to force him off the defuse. He's just trying to buy time. He's going to let this fly at the very last second.
All right, and now Carpe's going to get that defuse.
A little bit ambitious.
Time tying this up 3-3.
A little bit ambitious on that one.
Yeah, lots of back and forth. And
nice run from
again,
T1. I like their setup a lot. This was cool. They had a set round that they wanted to do, and they were felt like they were expecting this exact thing, to be honest with you. But they were at least prepped for the retake on B. They had some good ults for it, and they just knew the Killjoy ult was most likely to come underpass. So I liked the setup from T1. I thought it was really cool.
He's dropped off the box, and then the fault line comes in. A great trap play from T1.
In terms of the econ, we're getting... It's actually pretty much even, the econ. There's one person that can't buy next round for each, but we can have a drop here, so it's okay.
And this is going to be with some big buys here, Bond, with the operator. Looking for that first pick. A lot of eyes on to B, as they're going to begin to creep in here. Heavy stack at A. But we really just want to watch from Bond's perspective here. Can he get that first kill?
Well, there is a crack at the end
Uh-oh.
here. Okay, well, they didn't spot. Yeah, they didn't spot him either, though.
Oh, he whips it.
no.
Forsaken returns the favor from the other side, and B has been cracked wide open.
Yeah, and this
retake
is a
still
really hard
doable.
round to
What that means
retake.
they
Lucky
have
for them, they
multiple
have
players
literally the
alive.
3
Do
best
they try to
ults to
strike back
retake
before the
though.
plant
So
happens? They're trying, yeah,
that's a nice nade to stop the plant.
Out their
Oh,
ultimates.
that's the
why
spike
T1's
down
not
in the
using
open.
their
They
ultimates.
did
They're
manage
just
to do it.
trying beat out the
Munchkin's done
duels
so
1v1
well. It was a
first.
really good nade as well. Really good nade from
Patience
side
coming out
player.
from T1.
And then they still
Spike
have
is
the ults
not
for this if they
actually
want to.
planted. It's down on the ground. It looks like they're going to try to grab it again.
Speaking of ults, aggressive.
It does finally get the plant.
Oh boy.
Here comes
I'll stop
T1
talking.
now. They're going to come in with the infiltration.
Have a fast rolling thunder
Huh.
just to clear the site itself.
Oh,
And then
side
they can cover
is
their
so good
sides.
here.
And oh, what an explosive retake coming out from T1. Mind Freak stuck all alone.
Damn,
Not much you can
nice
do.
retake.
Zeta just
Nice
gets
retake,
that
and
kill.
they
He's
didn't
out of
like
control
they didn't
since we
overdo
started
it.
the games on Fracture
They only
here.
used 1 ult. They still
They're
have
gonna
2
swap
ults into
out
this.
the,
They're doing pretty good at
fuse,
just using a few ults in
and
these retakes. The
T1
round before
is
we saw
now
just
in
the
lead.
Raze ult.
Yeah,
The round after now we just see the breach ult. They're really getting the most out of their ults and making sure that they're not overdoing it. Yeah, Saya did great there with the breach
We'll
ult.
see how that comes into play in the coming rounds. Now, T1, that was a
The
great
double satchel
defense
in
there
with
because
that.
they
That was
hear
nice.
the plant and then they say, okay, PRX, there's a good chance they're going to try to bait out our ultimates. So both teams are starting to adapt to each other within this match, right? The old PRX would have just said, hey, stick the plant, I'll push out and get kills, and W Gaming, let's go. And T1 says, no, 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 this is a new PRX. Don't use your ultimates. Just fish.
What do you reckon, Chad? They're going back to the fast A stuff?
Identify that it is a fake.
We'll see.
So now PRX balls in their court. How do they change things up here on their map pick of Fracture? I gotta
The brim smoke's gone. Yeah, the nade,
for
the
PRX,
nade and the kill
I
from
mean,
Munchkin.
They're playing against the
Really, like,
operator
snowballed
very well.
everything out of
That's not
control.
the problem. They figured that out. I mean, of course, Ban kind of shaky right now as well. Been a little while since we've seen him with that weapon. But furthermore, PRX, they've constantly been starting only on one side of the map. You got to start to kind of pick and prod and, you know, draw out some of this utility earlier in the map so that T1 can't just wait for the retake.
Yeah, things are going pretty smoothly here for T1. That being said, it's still very close. And actually, we've already finished that timeout. I'm curious to see if we're going to see anything different here from PRX, if they needed to communicate amongst each other and make sure they're all on the same page with how this is being played out here. It does look.
Would you say is the biggest difference between T1 between map 1 and map 2? This is a better designed map, so it's a bit harder to spam one site.
Yeah.
He's not up in tower. He's just trying to get one kill.
That's the big difference.
That way his turret and his nanoswarms can live for a longer time. Now, PRX has already changed things up. They're now striking on both sides of B, which they have not done yet in this first half.
All right, where they're going to send Forsaken, and he's going to be the initiator. Who's going to win the duel, though? It is going to be Forsaken. He blows away the face of Munchkin. The spike will be planted in corner.
He's so crazy. Alright, they've been very good at using these ults to retake, but the issue was that was one of the big ults, potentially. Right, the Killjoy ult to retake this, so him playing on site isolated. I think what I liked a lot here from PRX, and we'll wait.
Really good reactions there from Carpe. Mind Freak doing some work of his own. Zeta out of the picture.
They're all stunned up. And all left alone.
Okay, what I really liked here from PRX, and I even talked about it as well, I said, are they just going to go back to their normal A stuff because it's been working? Pretty cool to do a timeout and go to the site that's been failing all the time. Caught them off, they did a 4-1, just the Killjoy here alone. And yeah, this was like perfect mind games, because even I was just like, they're going to go back to A. So to hit B after it's been failing so much with a faster hit was really, really good. And they managed to kill the most important person in terms of the ult. Yeah, that was cool. Cool mind games. And now they go back over towards A. So I call that a Doom Bros. I call that a Doom Bros all the time. It's a strat. It's a strat that FPX used to do. The strat that Doom Bros does all the time when he's coaching, where you call a timeout, you have a change of plan that you want to do, but you don't implement it until the round after. So they think you can implement it straight away, so they go heavy A in terms of stacking 4 people. But you actually do like your original plan that was like not working basically. So it has a small chance of working, and then you go back into a new plan. So that's what I call it, Doom Bros. Oh, what's up, Doom Bros? You're in chat. Yeah.
They actually just set up for Forsaken to do it.
And then
they
ever since I
actually
started
bait
calling it
T1
Doombros,
into thinking
Doombros
they
started
might not
changing
push
it up
A-site.
as well.
Forsaken takes out another.
So now Doombros is anting me.
Oh, clean trades
Wow.
and duels coming in from PRX. Van all alone.
It's hard to
Okay,
even
nicely
play
done
by
from
play
PRX. Love these 2 rounds.
They're happening so fast, it's wild.
The key is to never think.
The
I
game continues to-
respect that. I respect that one.
Seesaw back and forth here. PRX
Now
now
you're just
ahead.
leaking
Again,
everything.
T1. Oh, hold on. Wow, you know what that song means.
That means time out. But is it out time?
But that was cool though. I like those 2
Yeah,
rounds back to back
Jim,
is like it was
out.
sick. That was really nice.
He
That was
out.
like
Oh,
a
no, I get
perfect
it. Time
execution
out.
yeah.
of the Doom
All right,
Bros.
you've solved the
me
puzzle,
out.
Tasteless.
Time-o.
Well, here's the thing. So T1, I think probably what they're discussing now is okay. PRX just went with these 2 rounds where they wait to see who's on which site, and then they strike.
It's your
with
favorite. You
an
just need the right
execute that
setup.
is
Yeah.
designed to take over that agent, right? Earlier it was on B against the Killjoy. This time they spot that it's either
This
Van
was
or Raze, the Saya player.
Dude,
or
I liked
Andy,
Doom Bros.
so
I
they
liked the
quickly go in with the overdrive.
I like the Yoru. I really like the Yoru. It had a lot of good stuff with it. Sometimes the Yoru I get a little bit scared when you bring that out, but this one felt like the best execution.
But then it also forces T1 to wait on the retake because the plan hasn't happened yet. But that means A main remains in control for PRX. So T1, they've got to start to guess, how do we push out some of these other
that's fair
areas?
enough.
Because the big problem right now for T1 is they actually have no info gathering. They don't have a Sky, they don't have a KO, they don't have any way to do it. I mean, same thing for PRX. It's just, they
Why is
are
Doom Bros not
exactly
VIP? Yeah, see, I don't have an excuse because he won a LAN as well. I can't use the normal. He has to win a LAN
So,
first.
I mean, T1, you look at the comms, you say, okay, PRX probably has the same problems on defense, so let's just try to even this first half out. But
I got no answer for
it'd be
you.
ideal for them if they can, turn this into a 6-6 or even a 7-5.
Okay, now we go into this round. We're making them think, what are we doing, where are we? They normally have been playing offsite with the ult, and they've been expecting this ult a lot of the times. They fake an A, like they're going over towards underpass to use the ult, and they actually just hit over towards site here. Full retake, they know that it's going to be clear because of the ult stat. PRX are calling, especially in the timeouts, like they're all over them. They are all over them with the mind games. It's kind of nice, and Forsaken's just...
And then the spike is planted
Forsaken's
again.
just nuts.
You only have 2 members left, T1. Retake, I mean, you gotta save here and hope for a 6-6.
Oh, Forsaken gonna come around here. Bond may be in for a surprise.
Damn, timing on that's crazy as well. Huge rounds.
Just
every time, I loved this though. Past 3 rounds from PRX. I feel like I could talk about it for a long time. They've been really good.
Visually zoning out any usage of the position that we saw that T1 had set up.
Yeah, I mean, PRX just has absolute reads on what T1 wants to do right now, right? And
Forsaken, dude, he's been having it's a good 2 maps for him. Mine for 12 assists as well.
Frag out. I mean, he put up, what was it, 422 ACS? Setting a record for himself over there on the first map. He's on his way to
ever since that pause, dude, you can see so obviously like what's going on in the pauses, right? The one before was the Doom Bros. On this one, it's just okay. Now we're gonna do a little bit of pressure, and we're just baiting out that we're going underpass with our Killjoy ult, but actually we're just bursting over towards sites. Like it's so, the game plan is just so clear. It's nicely done each time after the pauses.
The Vandal is lost now for T1. No one can recover that safely.
Holy hell. What a crazy round. Look how much util there is. Nice shot.
In the distance takes Jing out.
So much damage, yeah.
And this is not going to be an easy spike plant.
Everyone is scratched up. Divide very low, so actually the firepower not as big of an issue right now.
Oh, they're really going for this. 19 HP, 72 HP. Oh.
Have to use it.
Oh,
oh god. Okay, 12 HP.
He may just decide not to.
Well, I mean, Benkai's stuck. He has to do one or the other. He's trying to bait them in.
Not going to work. Munchkin takes him out.
It felt like Side player's shot over towards heaven might have been everything here on
Any
this.
of these weapons will take him out with a single bullet.
I guess it's just important to try to take out anybody you can with you before you go knocked out into round 12 here.
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be the last round of the half. Obviously, econ-wise, PRX has been very rich.
T1 are definitely using their util very freely once they see heavy pressure as well, which is for sure the best thing to do.
They're like, haha, turret, very funny. Just wait to see if anyone
Yeah, he doesn't want to swing the turret again.
The free ult point to
He do not want to swing that turret, and they know, okay, I wonder if the call came in for the low HP, and then the turret got the tag as well, and then they realize, man, he can't really cross again. He has to be there. Okay, one more round in this one. Maybe we can get a 6-6.
An info initiator on the defensive side.
Yeah, excellent round there for T1. And, you know, I'm really glad to see that T1 is playing much better here against PRX.
Was it on purpose? Junior, of course it was on purpose.
I'm curious to see once we get past
Chat, stop getting baited in by people on Twitter.
When the shoe's on the other foot.
Yeah, of course, there's a big difference between the Neon and the Jet as well. Both double duelists, but very different.
Chat, no one can look that drilled. No one can look that drilled with just a one-off pick.
Man, finally!
If that's how easy it is for teams to look that drilled, then the game would be wild.
Crazy infiltration there. Saya Playa blows Jing up. And they're going to have to flee this.
This is nice as well. I like this. Cool. They have been over-rotating and haven't really tried to fake ever since the Killjoy round. So this is the first time they've kind of changed their initial plan. Yeah, let's keep an eye on this Killjoy as well. We're going to see a Killjoy off. There is a lot of util here to get info. So I think the turret hasn't shot yet. When does this go?
Stunned only for a second.
Perfect timing from the Killjoy. Had the util get picked up, and yeah, now everyone has to stay alive.
Push forward here. Mindfreak waits around the corner. Forsaken gets one. Munchkin
gotta stay alive.
Yeah, but no one's in position to actually stop the defuse. Mindfreak has to go back up to B tower.
Oh no.
Shorty out. Doesn't find a target. Might want to switch back out. Diffuse starts. Oh.
Nicely done. Nicely. What a great 3v4.
Takes two out, and that's going to be
what a really good 3v4 this was. Chat, sorry, who was it? Mindfreak, the person that was left arcade then went heaven. Who was it? I wasn't looking fully. I was looking at the minimap pretty much the whole time. It played so well.
This was a wild play here.
Yeah, but those are one of those moments where you see the counter prep, right? I mean, you know Jing is so good at these blast pad.
Yeah, device timing and everything was great as well. It was just so close to the util that when it got taken back, you could just hear it as well.
He times that just to stop the push. Unfortunately, it's not enough.
So
they got Benkai in this map though, Doombros. They got Benkai in this map, don't you worry about that. But the calling last map wasn't too bad, but we only really saw one round where they had to mid-round like this.
Obviously slightly stronger so far, and definitely pulling through, looking a little bit more organized as we got to the end of that first half.
Yeah, I mean, I would say
hey, you're just going along with your not thinking thing, man. I get it. I see what you're doing.
Providing as much value from Ban. I mean, that's one of the big benefits of having Jet. You can play the operator in a bit more of a greedier way, or you can try to with the tailwind. But man, not able to connect that to many kills, if not any, I believe actually. So
Copenhagen Forsaken.
We'll see how that comes into play once.
I mean, yeah, he's been incredible at the moment.
Remember, both sides working with no info initiator. So this time, it's on Benkai, the IGL of PRX, or I mean, I presume now that he's back in on map 2, he is back to IGLing, but
probably.
Yeah, what's the brain power behind PRX to decide how do we overcome that weakness of our
coaches can talk in halftime. Everyone can. Until the barrier goes down. Until the barrier goes down a pistol.
Actually, W gaming. Just push out more aggressively from one side.
I mean, that's the thing, right?
What do you think of K-Corp strats on their map pick, honestly? I mean, it's been the same old thing, and I even called it a lock-in when I realized that K-Corp were doing the same strats that we used in Liquid, like, I don't know, like a year ago. The K-Corp strats are good for a one and done. They're good once, then you need to change them up. They're not changing it up. It's as simple as that. It's straight up simple as that. You look at BBL, it worked really well against BBL first time you used it. Ever since then, they use the same strats, doesn't work twice. Teams actually look at demos. So
obviously in this best of 3, PRX
that's
is
it.
1-0 right now.
Yeah, it will make things very interesting for the group stage, right? Their overall record as
they don't need to change anything. They don't need to do anything like that. If they actually change their strats and then it doesn't work, then they can start looking at
So PRX again,
like
heavier
changes
stacks
or
and then
whatever.
push out, which
But
is
in terms of their main issue right now,
on Fracture.
you
I mean,
can't
T1
pick a
was trying to
map
play this
and
Fracture
do the
defense
same
with
strats
Pearl,
over and over again and
bit
not
them in the
expect to
butt
do
there.
it.
PRX this time they just
Like the anti-strat,
it
would have been the easiest thing in the world.
and our spawn.
It would have been like old
We'll
crew.
regroup.
Like old crew used to be so
little
easy to
ahead of his
anti. I reckon it
teammates
probably would have been
there.
easier than old crew. That's actually
Like the
disrespectful
shot
to
there.
old crew.
They're going to smoke out the A site. And the spike, a little bit of a hiccup there, but it is going to be planted.
Ban actually, he's trying to greed for more area. Oh!
Nicely done. Bankai returns the favor.
Ban always good for a couple kills here on the pistols. He's had quite a few highlights actually on pistol rounds. Now the flank coming in.
Mindfreak going to push up here. Very tucked away. T1 is
It's
ready
a
for
rough,
this
it's a rough
engagement.
retake.
The smokes are,
Benkai.
just covering their entrance here from main. And then it's Benkai. Benkai actually,
Oh.
What?
Oh boy.
twirls around Carpe's
Oh, no.
shot.
It was like an ice skating move.
Oh,
Like he
no.
did a 360 triple axle.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And then landed and killed him.
Oh
we've
god.
seen RB do it several times on different agents, but that we
Uh-oh.
always say, oh, it's because he plays the neon so much. It's so, second nature to him. But we saw it this time. Benkai says I can do it
we
too.
get that from his perspective.
Surely we see it. Oh, maybe not, because we
Maybe
actually
not.
missed Mindfreak's kills as well. Yeah.
What a crazy round.
Well,
I don't even. Oh my gosh. All right, so it's now 8-5 here, and likely to be a 9-5.
Yeah,
unless
everyone
T1
kinda lost their
really
jewel
can
on
pull
sight.
off a miracle.
I don't know.
so even with
Okay,
the
this is
plans
very
full
tough for
force
T1.
here, I mean, it's not
Very,
a
very tough after
huge
this in terms of how they're
disparity
handling
in
this.
scoreline, so I don't blame them on
Full
the
priority
side
of
of Zena, I think, hoping that
full priority in terms of
double angle. That's what they were hoping for.
armor.
They-
Very similar to how Fnatic are doing at the moment, where
Right.
plant
Device trying to not give away this weapon
armor.
upgrade.
Yeah,
Don't worry
beautifully
about the
done
bonus
Divide
too
with
much.
the cover, causing an overextension there from T1. They're not able to farm out the weapons from earlier.
The turret, the bane
Yeah.
of Munchkin.
I didn't think the overpeak here was too bad. He had the better gun.
Nicely done
I
by
didn't
Jing.
I didn't mind it that much.
T1. This round 3, oh so important. It's going to be the big rifle buy.
It can at least
Oh, they
get swarmed once they
absolutely
go in
made
for it.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not the
in
best
all
thing, but
sense of momentum, of morale, of econ, game theory, everything, this round has now been more important than ever.
Go ahead.
PRX.
yeah, I think that's true, Doom Bros. And in theory, they'll like.
I've noticed than some previous matches.
This is my last chance qualifier team. In my mind, this is the team for me that has the best chance of winning last chance qualifier. Right? Probably just gonna miss out on the top 3, and then in theory, all of them just need a little bit more time in the game to get really good. Feels like they're.
Yeah.
If we look at the other game they played right there,
very patient.
the potential is through the roof.
Now again, if T1 gets a little bit too loose with the time here, it's going to be hard to actually get the plant. There's a very heavy stack over here on the B.
Oh, this is their own take on this setup, right? The turret spots at the fault line.
Genji, I think
you
Genji
get
does make it.
stopped.
I'm pretty sure
Wild.
Genji goes to
Look at
Tokyo.
this like tug of war over here.
That's where I'm at. I like Genji.
Oh,
I really
an
like
excellent
Genji.
HL to capture that. T1 eventually wins this out. Now, it is important that they don't lose any more weapons, right? They invested a lot into this round. If they drop another rifle, they will have to start on their back foot in round 5 or in round 16 rather than next round.
It's a good amount of damage so far.
He knows that Carpe is just around there. To try to flush him out. Dude, the
Oh.
teamwork is wild. They know exactly where Mindfreak is, though. He's
It's a
got to
lot of
reload
damage.
and try
Gonna
to get
smoke
some
himself
kind of
off
a setup.
slightly?
Can
Yeah.
he force this?
This is
I mean, he
nice.
has a
Good
volley as
smoke
well.
from him.
He has to try for this. He has nothing
Oh,
to
he's
lose,
made this
right?
very
I mean,
doable.
trying
He
to do
smokes
damage
this
against
off and he
T1.
mollies the
You
back
should know
to try
Munchkin
and
is in hell
isolate
right
the
now.
one-on-one.
He absolutely knows, and he's just trying to isolate these 1v1s.
Yeah, he did great.
Munchkin too good.
Good damage from them.
Beautifully done.
Really good damage.
Close round, and you were talking about this earlier, William, but yeah, you don't want to drop that many rifles. It's great to win the round, but you don't have a lot of the assets that let you win that round 3 as you go into round 4. Or I should say,
Most
round 4 of the
likely
second half.
secret.
Yeah, and we just
But we'll
saw it on
see.
the buy screen
After
there, that
seeing
means
what
they're
something looked like,
starting on their
PRX,
armor,
I'm putting them back on the boards, to be honest.
But yeah,
I'd kind
they'll
of
take
counted
what
them
they
out
can
after
get,
seeing
right?
their
Just
fast
climb
games,
back
but
in.
now I'm a lot
Now
more
Farmer's
invested. I
Carpe
feel
won't
like they
get
have.
away from his.
He
Same with
looked pretty
Mindfreak,
good.
actually, both
I
Brimstone
feel like they have some
vying
potential.
for
It feels
a
like it might
gold
have
door here, and looks like that's the setup
re-sparked
here from
something.
PRX, right?
Because even
Push
this
out
is
from
looking good, like
Arcade.
without him.
Jing's actually just gonna full commit to this.
Whoa, Jin gets rocked. Zeta escapes on
Yeah,
the zip line.
hit by his own stun.
And they're going to just try to tuck right into B. The weapon was not out. Bankai with a punish on the band and extends that over.
Oh, and the orbital command as well, or the orbital strike.
Damn.
Oh, I mean, what a good start to the round for Paper. Oh, and Forsaken gets out for free as well. Now they know where he's at.
Yeah.
Oh, Forsaken's just teasing
Oh,
him.
no.
Oh, not this again.
No,
not this again.
The Jaws music is playing right now. Did it.
Oh my God!
Every single map.
Match.
Every single map.
PRX
Oh my
was
goodness.
sick.
Really giving it to T1, telling them to sit
They're out here
down.
just sending a message every map. Oh my goodness.
I can't believe it. Stayed exactly out of that cone of vision perfectly.
Yeah, how does he do
Like,
it?
I and so many other players in the world, I would chicken out right then, be like, no, I don't want to cost the team this, and draw the gun.
Wow. Well, PRX, I mean.
That as
they're
well
doing
forces
all
them
sorts
down
of
to an
damage to
eco.
T1 right
So
now,
PRX
right? Putting a loss
looking
potentially
great.
on their
Good chance to build up their
record on the
economy.
round robin stage.
Secure this one.
Mental damage in both map 1 and 2 with these knife kills. The aces from Forsaken, and now they continue their spree.
Yeah, complete shutdown on the entry over
The coach
there.
did not look
They're gonna
amused.
force their
Ah,
way
trust
in.
me, chat. When Yamp
Looks
used to
like
go for
PRX
knife
gonna
kills,
back off for the time
I would
being.
feel
Actually,
very
no,
much the
ebb and
same.
flow
You
is
get
so
no
good, Mike
reward.
takes
It's
out
like,
Van.
like,
But you see this
as a
round,
viewer now,
right?
I'm all in for them. When I'm on the team for the people trying to do the knife
Let's
kills,
talk about this round as it
I'm
wraps
furious.
up, right? Because most likely Munchkin, dies right away. The fact that they use this aggressive rolling thunder, it seems very PRX-esque. Like, okay, you're winning this round anyway. Why are you using this? But it's used because that way they can clear.
It's mental game reward.
The enemies actually have to go through a stealth where they're just gonna
Most
get
people
popped
just
by
laugh
Mike.
it off.
all
Honestly,
intentionally
it
set up, and
doesn't get much.
This is how this team got to the grand finals of Masters Copenhagen. It is so refreshing to see them do this again.
Even here, we have the boombot that forced the.
I would be down for
away.
knife
They
giving
sprayed
an
it
extra
down on
orb.
either side.
Honestly.
And what are we at now? It's 11?
11-6.
11-6, thank you.
A much-needed timeout.
Right. Uh-oh.
A
Get
lot.
those deep beats out. We're taking a timeout. The scary music.
This was just an eco T1. It's a nice
Sounds
timing
like
with the
big
pause because
underwater
it has to
creatures
be now.
coming to get you when you time out.
I was about to say, you see, you're much more of an actual human than I am, because I was just thinking, like, these are like those save rooms for the big boss in a game.
Oh,
like
that could be,
the boss music starts playing, you're
This
like,
is
okay.
this is the kind of music that plays in an arcade where you're
No,
fighting
don't
the
reward
final boss.
knife killings. Are you crazy, mate? I'm out of a team at the
so
moment.
save
I'm
room
not.
is
I'm
there,
not in
but
a
you
team. I'm
actually
not
don't have any more of
coaching.
those, like,
Let's
tokens to
bump
save
it up.
teams,
I'm
like, what do
saying
we
get
do?
4
We're on
orbs
our last
for a knife.
25
Let's see the
seconds to
madness.
continue. You're like, yeah.
Well, I'm not in a when I'm not in a team. Let's do some crazy stuff in this game.
Well,
Let's give the judge
T1, I mean,
800 bonus
listen,
when
they
you
had
kill
a
people.
explosive start
If you're
to
in
be
midair,
specific, and quite
1,000.
frankly, a much better start than almost anyone would have expected. I think
Like
a lot
I'm
of
down.
people
I'm down.
who
Let's just mess the game up.
of this roster
Why
were
not?
surprised at
Let's
how
make it.
quickly
I'm a
they
viewer
together,
now,
but
chat. I'm a
PRX
viewer. I'm
says,
here for entertainment.
we figured
I
out
want the
what
content.
our weaknesses are.
So
Maybe
I'm in
Alex,
for
Coach
just some
Alex was
mad
right.
changes right
Maybe
now.
they just weren't being aggressive enough. I mean, it's working out.
Let's just go crazy with it. Okay, T1 as well. Two away for this, so it would make sense if they decided to go a little bit aggro on the defense. They do not want to get exec done in terms of this. So yeah. Nice idea from PRX doing the Talon, trying to go underpass early, and it makes a lot of sense with being an anti-killjoy round. This has been nice as well. Looks like they expected them to do this, so they tried to fight for underpass and they took top control. And it doesn't give them a kill, but should speed this up, and at least they don't have as much map control. So I like the plan from PRX here. Really on top of this is good, good nice anti-killjoy round from them.
Oh, not fast enough.
Oh! The showstopper shut down!
Fire in the where? Just T1 and Munchkin. I'm sorry, Zeta and Munchkin remaining.
Has the hero playing
It
40
is
HP.
possible.
Oh,
Okay.
it's so unlucky.
He wings him.
Yeah, he's got a bolt.
Oh, yeah, and he's got the spike.
Just have to run. It doesn't matter if they know what's happening or not. They have 2 people, so theoretically, PRX, no reason to greed a kill here. I mean, Benkai will probably just peek to see if.
Hey, it's a nice rotate from Benkai.
35 health.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it's kind of counterintuitive, but why not? Like,
really nice from Benkai. That was good. Good positioning from him. That gave me flashbacks to who was it? The C9 game. One of the new dudes. hitting
Now
the
or never.
having a
T1 needs to
fast
go to
rotate instantly,
overtime.
hitting the 2 sheriffs.
We know how this
Felt like
story
he was
ends.
thinking of it too when he was zoomed in there.
I mean,
Rooney,
PRX,
yeah.
they look different, and it's so hard if you're just kind of watching live matches here and there to identify what is different.
Right,
from
6
PRX.
chances.
The speed
Night
seems
again.
similar,
Loved the round from
the
PRX. Just knew
meticulousness
that
of
this
their
ult was coming
utility
in,
and the way they're setting up for
and
each other,
just everything
you
was good. They
understand a
wanted to
lot more
fight
once you're
under.
watching
The
the
push
minimap
over
at, like,
towards
half
here
speed.
to give map control was really cool. Yeah, everything was great.
Just a
All
push
right.
out.
They look so
Almost
much better.
absent from distance
The
here.
prep looks really
Forsaken
good
is
as
on
well
the
at the
move.
moment.
The push continues on, clearing the angles.
The preps and the
first line of
plans.
defense is
Munchkin
Munchkin.
stuck.
Preps,
And
plans,
he
timeouts,
gets roasted.
everything's looked good.
T1,
Forsaken's been
they don't have any
incredible.
information on Arcade, so they're kind of stuck in antenna. They were hoping for Munchkin to stay alive, but now, what can they do? They just have to force this. Oh, and the spike's down on the second floor.
Oh, we're ending with some fireworks. That's it, 13-6.
Holy hell, chat.
PRX,
When are we going to get a
PRX
close
goes
game?
2-0 versus T1.
The past 2 days have been
Well, your
stomp,
favorite dinos are
stomp,
back
stomp,
in
and
fashion
stomp.
here. VCT Pacific, PRX, with an explosive 2-0. I mean, didn't take much time at all to complete this match number 2. We got to see the debut of something. We got to see Forsaken putting up insane numbers, 2 knife kills.
Fury
That guy
11.
back on stage as well for the Fracture.
At least
and
Ascent won't be a stomp.
boy, did PRX
So we got that.
say, no,
Ascent
T1,
should
you guys
be
might have improved
banging.
a bit, but it's not enough to try to get these top spots here in the
That
mid
game
stage.
could be pretty cool.
I got chills from those knife kills, man. I can't
Shouldn't
stop thinking
be a
about
stomp
how
in
awesome
theory.
it was. Talk about
We'll see how
confidence.
Lev looks.
And if you doubted PRX just a week
Yeah,
ago,
this is the best PRX I've
you
looked
gotta
for a
consider them
long,
again
long
here.
time.
I mean, they did it to T1. T1 is no joke. They have been playing very well. I do think they actually did play pretty well.
They had
even in the
very
games they
clear,
lost here
good game
today.
plans as well, though.
But
Like, it looked really
PRX
nice.
knows how to turn it on, and we got to figure out which teams can actually rein in the aggression that PRX has. Because right now, I'm not sure
Yeah,
what it's going to be.
restored a lot of belief
I mean,
for me
I
personally in
gotta-
this team. Like, I wasn't
gotta
even
give it
including
to
them in
PRX.
the race for
They
Tokyo,
a lot
honestly, with
faster
how they've been
with the
playing.
addition
Like,
of
I had just
something.
given
I
up
think that's
hope.
the
I
most
felt like
important
everyone
thing,
had
right? If it
sussed
was
them out.
just, something
And
doesn't
again, I'm
play
not saying that
okay, they
it's
went
still
back
not
to their
that,
old comps
but
and
they at
did
least
what they've
look
always done. They played
way
well. It's
better.
like,
There's
okay,
a lot more
okay,
thought
last
into
week
some
was
of
a
their
misstep, but
stuff, so
they
it's
added
cool.
something. I was surprised that he was